Hello everybody, Tahoe Yak Fisher here, and we are looking at my new milk crate. Now hopefully you guys are all following my channel and you have seen me build up the orange milk crate, and this is more or less the same concepts but with some improvements and some changes. So I wanted to show you guys what changes I have made. The orange crate I built about a year ago, and I have fished it quite a bit, and a lot of things have not changed. My GoPro monopod is still in the same place and working fantastically. The 3 rod holders in the back is where I'm storing my gear as I'm paddling out to the honey holes. Now this rod holder is still in place and I use it almost every time I go out. This is the position that I troll. Top line troll specifically. Very easy to turn around and grab the rod if I hear the drag take off or see that I have caught a fish. I was not using the rod holder on the other side, so I took it off and I put this piece of tubing I got in the plumbing aisle. It's some sort of a kitchen sink downspout, and obviously that's my net. And my net stays completely out of frame of the GoPro, so that's very nice, and it's very easy to reach. Now I used to have a bunch of tools strapped to the outside of the milk crate here in the front, and I don't use them attached to the milk crate like I had them. I need the tools out in front of me, so I have consolidated them. Now the tool pouch has a belt hook, and it's hooked to this Velcro strap just to keep them in place during transport. It all comes out pretty easily, and then I put it out in front of me. I got everything I could possibly need, and so that's got a spot in the kayak out in front of me, and that frees up a little bit of space in here, which actually this also. So there's my radio, and this is where I put my phone and my keys and whatnot. And this is tethered to the milk crate, but when I'm kayaking, this goes actually under my seat. So then I have extra space in the milk crate for anything that I need to bring with me. Now I'm going out on Tahoe, spending a pretty fair amount of time out there. So I got a jug for water, which I've labeled because we use these water bottles around the house for everything from taking aquarium water out of the aquariums to water the plants to dog water and what have you. So this is the kayak bottle that is going to stay with my kayak stuff and only have water in it. Now if you drink too much water out there and you're on a kayak and you're a mile off of shore and you're trying to go fishing, sometimes you got to go pee, and that's what the red bottle's for. So I can pee into the bottle and then pour it over the side of the kayak. This is a perfect size lunchbox, and that's what I use it for. And I've pretty much figured out that any fishing trip that I go on, a day trip, can be conquered with 3 tackle trays. Now I still have this bungee cord going across the front, and it is still just drilled and knotted. Now one thing that I have done differently, that I have changed, is I took a tarp tie. So here's a tarp tie. It's one of these things that's got the ball at the end and the bungee cord, what have you. And I took the bungee cord out of the ball, and I ground it down a little bit, and I bolted it to my milk crate. And the bungee that I took out of it is this one right here that I drilled. And it's this bungee here. So I drilled a hole in the kayak. I fished the tarp tie through the hole. The knot that's usually in the ball stopped it right there. And now I have a little bit extra security to make sure that if I were to tip over my kayak, my tackle, and at least my lunch, I might lose the bottles, but I think they'd float. But everything is even more secure, and that's all we got to do to get to my tackle boxes is take that out. Now I can have whatever tackle tray I want And then when I'm done, I can hook it back on there. So another wonderful use of the tarp tie. I love the tarp tie. Now on the outside of the milk crate, when you've got the grid wall and what have you, I just put a big fender washer. And I got the right length bolt so that it all would sit inside of that button. And I used a belt sander to grind the ball down until it was more the size I liked. So now even more secure. It's actually one of the things I wanted to share with everybody. I've been trying to think of a really easy way to put some over-the-top restraint on these tackle trays without impeding how easy they are to get to. So there you have it. New and improved milk crate. Man, this thing works awesome. The way that it straps down in the kayak, it does not budge, which makes trolling off of it a piece of cake. The GoPro is quite easy to reach when I'm sitting in the seat of the kayak. The flagpole holder allows me to tilt it out at different angles so I can play with my camera angles and get the shot that I want, all including tipping it all the way down into the water if I want some underwater shots. Every kayak that I've put it on, that arm has enough kind of motion or enough adjustability to get to that underwater shot and still have the camera, vertical so it looks the way that it should. So the milk crate I got at Home Depot. It was $8.97 plus tax. I'm going to build another milk crate. Basically, actually, I'm not going to build another milk crate. I'm going to sell the orange milk crate with the scrambler, which actually is for sale as of today. Not that I do not love this boat. I do. But I have some great ideas and a great summer planned for a new low buck kind of build up. Lots of projects and some pretty good ideas. So I needed a milk crate to go with this boat to sell it. And the orange milk crate, through trial and error, had quite a few holes in it. So I bought a new milk crate at Home Depot, $8.97. And then I wanted to show you guys this. I also found this at Sportsman's Warehouse. I have the receipts because I didn't want to mess up on the prices, but it was $12 and change. Let's see, $12.79 plus tax at Sportsman's Warehouse. And it is actually an exact perfect fit on the kayak. So $13 and $9 and you can get started on your milk crate project. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for watching. The next video is going to be of me catching fish, I'm sure of it. Tight lines, Yak Fisher out.